Yes, we may move ahead with the session. Welcome. Dibhaksali Didi, over to you.
Now we may invite Aarti Didi for presenting the institutional sharing for Maharashtra Institute of Technology. So may I invite Aarti Didi to start sharing?
Yes, Bhaiya, I will share my presentation and I will start the presentation.
Yeah. Please. Parikshit Bhaiya, we need to remove the screen. Yeah, Aarti Didi, you can share your PPT.
Is it visible, Bhaiya?
Yes, yes. And you are also audible. We can go ahead.
Yes. नमस्ते भैया, नमस्ते सभी को. Myself, Dr. Aarti Mohanpurkar. I am here to present about the efforts that Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar has made towards the value education of students. The theme of our presentation is value-based empowerment, unlocking human potential through self-awareness. This is the content of today's presentation. I will first of all tell about the Institute, need for human values, how it all started. Prior to UHV cell, what was the scenario, then glimpses of some activities conducted, inauguration of UHV cell, and then the activities conducted and proposed, followed by the impact analysis of the UHV content. Bhaiya, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're perfectly audible. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. About Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, it got established in 1983 and it is accredited with NAC A grade. It is an autonomous institution renowned for its holistic education, offers a range of UG, PG, and PhD programs like BTech, MTech, BVOC, BCA, MCA, BBA, and MBA. It is serving over 5,000 students on campus, out of which more than 1,000 who have joined in the first year are now equipped with the knowledge of UHV, as we have conducted 3 days UHV SDPs for the freshly joined first year students. 3 days sessions, 3 days FDP programs, SDP programs we have arranged for the students, and we got it through, and it was a great experience for us to be able to conduct such programs, and students showed a great interest in knowing the content also. Then the institute has 250 plus faculty members and 50 plus staff members, out of which around 180 to 90 faculty members are already aware of the UHV content, and many of them have done UHV 2 courses too, out of which 5 to 6 faculty members have taken up to conduct the UHV 2 credit course for the third semester students too. The need for human values according to Maharashtra Institute of Technology. The fostering an inclusive learning environment requires unifying students from diverse backgrounds and beliefs on a shared platform. By acknowledging their collective potential, we wish to empower them to envision and strive towards a compassionate and equitable society. The journey begins with a sense of ownership and belonging. That is, I'm MIT and MIT is mine. Our vision is to empower by cultivating self-reliance and confidence in decision making. Apart from that, encourage harmony within and beyond the community. By embracing our differences and fostering a culture of mutual respect, we wish to create a vibrant ecosystem where students thrive, grow, and become agents of positive change. Empowering students from diverse backgrounds to become confident, self reliant, and harmonious individuals. Fostering a sense of belonging, I am MIT and MIT is mine, cultivating a culture of inclusivity, respect, and compassion. Prior to UHVCL, actually how it all started is like every other institute, when some program is suggested by IICT for all to follow. Similarly, it was implemented in our institute, and a few faculty were sent for the UHV FDP. And then initially they were forced out of their busy schedule. They were asked to join the FDP. Then when those faculty members joined and they found the value of the content, they also encouraged other faculty members. Same happened with our institute also. Initially, a few faculty members like Lina Uttarva Didi, and they all went, and they encouraged Vinay Bhaiya to participate, uh, looking at his inclination towards the content. And then it all went ahead. Like Bhaiya took it very seriously. He put his complete effort to get through the content as well as to become the resource person too, and he finally became. And then he decided that this has to come in our institute, and he made all the possible efforts to ensure that UHV cell needs to be established in the organization. Before that, he conducted a lot of awareness programs for the non-teaching staff. He started with conducting this session for non-teaching staff, and then went ahead to have the UHV 1, 2, and the MDP in our institute. Then this kind of events were conducted, some FDPs and some uh, face-to-face FDPs and MDP were conducted in our organization. And as the strength of people working towards it increased, he also encouraged myself, Lina Didi, and many other faculty members to become part of UHV. And then we also came into it, and we also felt like taking the responsibilities. And then it was decided to establish the Center for Universal Human Values. So finally, it got established in April 2024. And then a lot of programs on UHV 1 and UHV 2 and management development programs were hosted by the organization. And the institute has made notable advances in universal human values education, and has been identified as a potential nodal center for UHV. MIT is committed to its role. MIT aims to extend its UHV outreach to at least 10 districts under the vision of Professor Munish Sharma, the Director General of the organization. The activities planned and completed have been put forth here. Introducing UHV2 as credit course was one activity planned for S5 BTech students, and it got completed. It is successfully included in, and we have taken it for around 5 different branches. So around 300 students got introduced to the content of UHV2 this semester. And then minor degree in UHV is also included in the curriculum. The syllabus has been designed and it has been floated. UHV1 SDP sessions were conducted for newly joined FY BTech students during student induction program. The details I will share ahead. So more than 1,000 students of the content in the initial days after they joined the organization. Then a 3 days FDP was organized for the volunteers especially. Uh, just a minute. Yes. Then a 3 days FDP of UHV1 was organized from 9th to 11th October, and newly joined faculty members, office staff, and heads of departments joined the FDP. Then an AICT sponsored 8 days residential FDP on UHV2 is proposed to be organized from 3rd January to 10th January 2025. Then we have also proposed weekly orientation of student representatives of UHV cell uh, through UHV cell members meetings. Initially, we have planned to keep them on in the online mode. Then weekly meeting for preparation of faculties for teaching UHV, FDPs for sister institutes of MIT, then we also, a few months later, we also proposed to have a family workshop for the families of faculty members and students. Then FDPs for schools and colleges in and around the institution. Development of resource persons for conducting sessions for FDPs. So self-development of course teachers and the certified faculty members through self-exploration and continuous connect to the content is the motivation behind this. Then encouraging students to take up environment-friendly sustainability-related projects and continuous monitoring of the same. Then a list of such projects we will identify by in consultation with different departments and the industries around. Foundation Day celebration on every 17th April is proposed, and we also wish to. This is a, I mean, very ambitious step. I understand, but then I have deliberately put it over here for my organization that we wish to adopt a jail in the city as well as adopt MIT hospital, which is in the same city itself in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. So these are the activities proposed. Shortly, we will get through these activities. And then these are the glimpses of the UHV cell inauguration on 17th April. In academic year 2024-25, after the inauguration of the Center for Universal Human Values. Am I audible, Bhaiya?
Yes,
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
Oh, yes. In the academic year 2024-25, after the inauguration of the UHV cell, uh, uh, session SDP was conducted from 29 to 31st August for the student volunteers, and we asked them to allow the 2 to 3 friends to accompany them and join the SDP. Where we could see that 40 students successfully completed the SDP, and then as here we preferred the student volunteers, but others were also welcome. Several students could make their mind for sharing. It was their first time, as they mentioned, and a lot of passionate volunteers came up out of the. I mean, they felt the. I mean, they got inspired to participate in the activities, and during this SDP also, as a coordinator for this event, there were the student volunteers helped me in several different ways for conducting this workshop. There itself, their spirit could be seen, like they wanted to participate in the larger order. So I think this was a very important. The sharings have been mentioned here, like Yash Ghodele, the content of UHV1 felt connected to, and it helped me a lot, and I will apply them in my day-to-day life. You must be the change you wish to see in others. I understood this quote in UHV workshop, is what he mentioned. Similarly, Akanksha from third year BTech IDS, I understood how to be happy internally and externally, both. It helped me to build the trust among peers. So this was her outcome. Similarly, Arpita said we are in student stage now, so what we actually need is clarity in thoughts. And UHV helped me to obtain that clarity. Motivation is temporary. Motivational videos, whenever they watch, the intake input from that is temporary, and it is not as much effective as conditioning and see the world through natural acceptance is what she shared. Similarly, Nikita had the similar experience. I have now understood what actual happiness is through right understanding. It helped me to reduce my anger issues to a large extent, and I have understood the feeling of relationship and how to have harmony at all levels. So even Arpita came up as a very good volunteer, and she helped the teachers to conduct the event very nicely. They took lead in doing so. Then Amey said, I could conclude that it helped me to know how to be a good person who helped to uh, uh, have harmony for us as well as a society. The thing which I understood from UHV, how to control negative thoughts, initiating self-dialogue. Then Sahil Davande, he is one of the students who helped me as a volunteer. He took responsibility for taking all the videos and all the sharings he recorded, and he took all the effort to provide it me back in a proper edited format so that it could be uploaded on the website. And I mean it could be collected in a proper way, so it helped me to volunteer better for various activities. Due to last 2 years, 2 years back his father died, and a lot of responsibility has come on his shoulders. He's the only son in the family, and he was a little disturbed, but he was one of my students for last year, both the semesters, and he came in touch with me, and I could share some UHV content with him. He also did the SDP, and he also took part in the volunteering activities. Due to death of his father 2 years back, the load of responsibility and all other trauma had burdened and stressed him badly. But after attending UHV session, he said, I am recovering slowly and understanding myself through the process of self-exploration. So I could find, because this student I have observed for last complete year, and I am able to see I'm witnessing the change in him. So I think this is a great thing. Then Sri Ram Krishna Kulkarni, he is a student from class 7, Omkar Vidyalay, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Uh, I feel great to share that he is my son, and I missed his school for 3 days and ensured that he at least gets introduced to the content so that he really understands and I feel great to share. Vinay Bhaiya has witnessed. He attended the complete 3 days session like the engineering students did. He was paying 100% attention, so that itself was a great um, satisfaction for me. And he shared very boldly that I understood several concepts which will help me to be a better person in future. He also due to UHV1, I'm able to understand how to handle anger issues and be in harmony. My understanding is changing into right understanding, and I certainly wish to make efforts to spread this knowledge to all my friends too, was what he shared. Then the another student here, Advait Chorgade, he's the one who really got inspired in the very first year. I mean, he is a second year student, and last year when he was attending the induction program, he could get into touch with the content, and that was a very crucial time for him due to the illness like dyslexia. He had a lot of pain in his right hand, and he was unable to completely write the answer. I mean, completely solve the question paper. He could not finish it in the given time. So he was very depressed, and there were a lot of family level issues, as he shared, and that worsened his health. And a lot of indulging of other family members was there, and there were a lot of family matters in which he was really into very much difficulty. And during his sharing, he shared that even he tried everything along he made every possible effort along with a suicide attempt too. And but when he came across the content, he could see the ray of hope, and he decided to pursue. he was also the student whom I was teaching, and so he got connected. And I once asked him, would you like to join the UHV student cell? He readily accepted, and he took so much of responsibility while conducting the student development program. I could, with these 3, 4 students, I could put all the responsibilities on, because as we know, as faculty members, we have other responsibilities of teaching and so many other administrative work and all. So this Advait and his team took all the responsibility. So it was very easy for me to be able to conduct this student development program. Uh, During his sharing, he said, I understood how the right understanding affects the human being's development. Choosing the path of natural acceptance will surely lead you towards the path of harmony and helps to achieve continuous happiness and prosperity. It has helped me to become a more confident and self-referential person. So this was his sharing. Then there were other students. Some of them were really notorious. I mean, and I mean, uh, they had a very different conduct, but during the SDP, they showed a very nice response. The Raghunandan shared the shared content helped me to find my purpose, as well as what is the role of natural acceptance to achieve it and how to have a right understanding. Similarly, Karan Tambe, I understood the practical implementation of right understanding and the concept of natural acceptance is what the students shared. Um, Other initiatives, like, so that was the sharing of the students during the SDP. A rally come visit with banners and slogans was organized for the first year induction for during the first year induction program for the freshly joined students. And this whole effort was to create an environment, like some things of this sort, uh, to get them exposed to. And so topics like peace and harmony, energy conservation, sustainability, no addiction, and in that I included all the topics like smoking, drugs, alcohol, mobile, television, social media, etc. Then say no to crime, health and fitness, role of value education in higher education, and role of values in society. And such topics were given, and during the online mode, they were asked to, whenever they were going to report to the organization, they were asked to come with some posters and slogans. So few of them I have shown over here. And the sole purpose of this activity was not a competition at all, but effort to establish harmonious environment in the campus, develop a feeling of relationship with the institute and amongst the peers, demonstrate a zestful performance during the engineering curriculum and ahead. So with this intention, some guidelines were given to them, and they came up with the banners and slogans. A few of them are shared over here, and all the and we had asked them to make handmade, get busy into some creative activity. So these kind of posters were asked to prepare, and students have shown a lot of creativity over here. Then, as part of as MIT, that way is an amateur, because we have shortly initiated with these activities, but a lot of other uh, organizations who have been in with UHV since long, they had been an inspiration for all of us. Vinay Bhaiya was there to guide us. Our Director General was very supportive. So even Vinay Bhaiya's efforts could be fruitful, and UHV cell was established, and a lot of activities are being conducted under the cell. So as I said, the Universal Human Values 2 course was included in the syllabus. So myself, Leena Didi, Rupali Didi, then Madhuri Didi and Vinay Bhaiya, we were conducting the sessions for these students for UHV 2. And one of the teachers assessment activity that we had given and asked them to make is video making as a teachers assessment activity under this core. And titles like competition versus complementarity, values versus skills, then addiction-free society, then UHV content for holistic development. Now, the description of the same was also given so that they have the guidelines of what exactly they are expected to include in the video. Most of the students, they were asked to either the students themselves can get involved, they can make use of the text, pictures, they can actually do the recordings, or even they were allowed to go for animation. Some of the students made use of the AI, and they made some video clips, but some of the students, they had to take permission from the authorities for shooting in the college campus, and they themselves took a lot of ideas of where addiction was sometimes shown, or complementarity versus competition was shown, and a lot of creativity they have shown. Shortly we will edit the videos in a proper way, and we have to start the YouTube channel for our cell, so that we could upload it there. We have already put UHV page on our website, and through that we are going to provide the link so that other students who will join further, they will also be able to see the creativity of their seniors, is what is the plan. Uh, and many creative videos have been found. A few links are shared here. Uh, More can be shared, but the process is going on because recently the students have shared, yet some editing work and some task of uploading it is going on. Then after recently on 9th to 11th October, we had a self-funded face-to-face 3 days FDP on UHV1. And this being in midst of the semester that was going on, the response was comparatively less. Around 27 people participated, but then the kind of involvement they have shown was really amazing, and they took interest, and they participated very nicely during the sessions. And further, this is the schedule how we had prepared for the UHV1 introduction of UHV1 to the students. It went for more than 1.5 week. 3 days sessions, 3 parallel sessions were being conducted for the 3 days. It was quite hectic for us as the resource persons, but we were so much into delivering the content that we could not feel. One of the students asked me, "Ki ma'am, you stand from morning 8 to 3:30. So do you have some different diet which allows you to do so?" Uh, I could appreciate the keen observation of the student, that at least he could see that someone is taking effort for their so that they understand better about their themselves. So that was something I could observe. So these are some glimpses of the SDPs which we had conducted for the first year students in different locations. So this is all about uh, what I wanted to share on behalf of Maharashtra Institute of Technology. First of all, I would like the coordinators who are taking the pains day and night to make this conference a successful one, and also understanding our irregularities and allowing us to still allowing us the opportunity to be able to present. So I'm really grateful for all the effort that is being taken by all the volunteers of UHV. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and the patient listening. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aarti for this wonderful detailed presentation about MIT. So I think Binay Chidri ji is also here. So if Binay ji wants to add something, we'll be happy to listen.
Sure.
Okay.
So I started my journey in 2020, and then slowly some of the faculty started joining. And but still, I could see that these faculty members were not exploring to that extent. They were not very regular. So the moment Aarti Didi had joined UHV workshop, and then when we came into contact as regards to UHV, then the journey really started. And then we started talking to our authorities, and then we proposed one introductory workshop, then UHV2, then MDP, and I could see that her abilities to take hold of such activities. Then I talked with my director and I said we should go for UHU self. And it was the very useful decision to make Aarti Didi as convener for this UHV cell. And since then, I feel like the efforts which she is taking and the efforts the other volunteers are taking under her guidance is really making what you are able to see today. And she is very independent and confident lady. I know that the future of MIT as regards to UHV is going to be very fair. So thank you very much, Aarti, and thank you very much, Tara.
Okay, thank you, Vinay. So we have few questions from YouTube. Like there is a question: how can UHB improve students' emotional well-being? If anyone of you like to address. Okay.
Yes, Bhaiya. I mean, during these student development sessions which we had conducted recently, uh, see, when the students are in group, they have that mob mentality, and when a content like this is being shared with them, many times they have aversion for that, and they don't want to listen to something. So, even personally, I experienced that. Initially, they had an intention like we will make noise, or we will ensure that the teacher gets disturbed, and so at not with every session, but for some group of students, it was really challenging to conduct. And I could see that the slowly when the see in at large we can say about the emotions, but I just want to notify about that particular session also. During that session, after some time when the content started reaching to them, I could see the change in the way they were responding. Immediately the change could be seen, and when I discussed with them, see how was our morning when we started, and now can you see yourselves how you are responding, or how you are reacting to the um, content being shared. So there and there itself the difference could be seen. And there were a lot of, I mean, not all students are notorious, but there are some students, we have to agree that they are notorious, or they live sometimes just for fun. They feel that that is their happiness. They feel that it is great to disturb a teacher when the teacher is trying to deliver something. And with that intention, they would sit in the class, and then slowly, when they were handled in a proper way, and the content reached to them, their responses could be seen to be changing. And then by 3 days, uh, there was a great change. Students would come and meet personally and ask their queries, ki, ma'am, these are my concerns and all that. So that change could be seen in the very initial uh, content sharing with with the students. And as I shared, like the students like Advait, or even my son who is just in class 7, when he has attended now, that way his IQ is very high. But then there are some behavioral issues as he is just in class 7. A lot of mischiefs he plays, but now he has got introduced to the content. When I am in harmony, I ensure that I remind him what is naturally acceptable to you. At least he is now able to listen to these words, and he gives at least a single moment to think upon this, and acknowledges, like, yes, now I know these concepts. And he, during his sharing, also said that I know all these concepts, but when I am angry, I am unable to remember all these. And this is true about all of us also, many of us, I mean to say, that we all know the concept, but when the time comes, sometimes we also forget. So he is
True.
just a child. So that's what I
True.
feel like it helps a lot.
Very nice. And it is very much reflecting that you are uh, uh, giving the mothership to the entire student community to MIT. That is visible from your
Yes.
sharing, and that is also very inspirational for the students of MIT and for all of us
Yes.
as well. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
nice.
Thank
So,
you, sir.
any other question from panel or audience? So, we do not have any questions, I think so. So, briefly, if I can put a few comments on your sharing, like you have a very detailed sharing, like what are the activities you have done at MIT that has been put up, and particularly the sharings from the faculty as well as the students that are also explicitly put up in the presentation. Besides that, what are the things you are expecting and what are the things you have yet to put up in the board that is also presented. So I think overall it is a very nice and inspirational sharing, but somewhere looking at the time constraint and the main workshop or main conference, you may concise your presentation. So that we need to take care because there will always be a time limitation.
Yes, Bhaiya.
So yeah, and I'm very sure the work done by MIT can be an exemplary work for many other institutions, and I think very inspirational. So wish you all the best. Thank you so much to
Yes, Bhaiya.
MIT, the team, Vinayji, and yeah, the entire MIT family. Ji, thank you.
Yes, Bhaiya. Thank you so much.
Namaste. So I think we have no more sharing now. So we can uh, close the session. Parikshit bhaiya.
Yes, yes, भैया, it's time also. So thank you everybody. Namaste सभी को.
Yeah,
Namaste.
before you close, let me announce that we'll be having the next session at 12 o'clock, 12 to 1:30, where we'll be having the formal